On April 28, 2012, the Massachusetts Republican Party held congressional district caucuses to elect delegates to the Republican National Convention in Tampa, Florida. There were 9 caucuses. Each caucus elected 3 delegates and 3 alternate delegates. Voting in the caucus was only open to Republicans who had been registered in that district on or before February 15th. During the check-in process, voter registration for each caucus participant was confirmed by checking voter lists of the congressional district holding the caucus. If a voter's registration could not be confirmed, they were given a ballot that was flagged as provisional. That ballot was not to be counted until the voter's qualifications as a registered Republican could be confirmed. Some of the voters who were given provisional ballots were concerned that their votes would not be counted.
Hi, my name is Christopher Edmonds. I'm a lifelong registered Republican. At the caucus in April, I was a registered Republican from the town of Salisbury. When I got to the caucus, my name was not on the roll. I was given a provisional ballot. I was told at the caucus that my vote would be counted, and I'm here asking you people to count my vote.
My name is Jonathan Barris, and I showed up for the District 6 caucus on April 28th in Lynnfield, Massachusetts. I arrived with proof of voter registration that proved that I was registered before February 15th as a Republican. I was given a provisional ballot, and I was told my ballot would be counted. When I arrived, I was given a provisional ballot, and I tried to prove to them that I was a legally registered Republican by February 15th. There was no discussion that was going to take place. It didn't matter if I had proof that I was a registered Republican. They were going to give me a provisional ballot regardless. I am not a provisional Republican. I am a lawful, legally registered Republican, and I want my vote counted.
However, state party leaders and caucus organizers repeatedly assured attendees that their votes would be counted.
If in fact you were found to be a registered voter, a Republican voter by February 15th, on or before February 15th. So the process is this, that those provisional ballots will remain closed. They will be brought to the Republican State Committee headquarters. Somebody from the Ron Paul campaign, please put forward a name to the caucus chairman, and you will be present for everything that's going on. It's not a closed process. It's been very open here. I will personally, I'm a member of the executive committee of the Republican Party, and I will guarantee your presence and your involvement in this process. If those people are found to be registered voters, Republican voters, by February, on or before February 15th, then the vote will be counted. Thank you, Madam Chair.
If the number of provisional ballots is less than, if I could have your attention, if the number of provisional ballots is less than sufficient to change the results of the balloting, the provisional ballots will not be counted. If the number of provisional ballots is sufficient to affect the outcome, the staff and legal counsel of the Mass GOP will determine within 10 days by contacting each registrar of voters whether the person voting by provisional ballot was legally entitled to cast a ballot or not. At a publicly announced date and time at Mass GOP headquarters in Boston, Mass GOP legal counsel and staff will open just those provisional ballots of individuals who have substantially been determined to have been eligible to have voted in the caucus and add such votes to the totals counted at the caucus.
However, not long after the caucuses, it was decided that the state party was not going to confirm registration and count the votes of attendees who were qualified to vote under the rules. The decision provoked a strong reaction from caucus voters and party members.
Count the votes! Count the votes! Count the votes!
I brought them evidence that I was as a matter of fact, I've been on the Republican Town Committee. I have been an elected member of the Republican Town Committee, and I have been a registered Republican, and I brought them documentation from my town clerk that I'm a registered Republican, and they're refusing to count my vote. It's certified, it has the town seal on it, it has the signature of the town clerk, and they're refusing to count my vote because my vote may make a difference on who goes to Tampa.
The rules ensure that if someone's rights have been affected in a way that is material to the outcome of a caucus, then they can file a protest and must be given an opportunity to be heard by the allocation committee. Although protests were filed in a timely manner, they were all dismissed without a hearing. The national GOP rules do not prohibit the use of provisional ballots. The Massachusetts GOP rules do not prohibit the use of provisional ballots. These ballots were printed, distributed, and collected by the Massachusetts Republican Party. They should be counted.